Guys, Sam and Kostya here. We wanted to take the opportunity today to talk you through the design and story reasons about why we chose this little guy to be the main character in our indie game.
And before we begin, we just wanted to share some exciting news. Our Steam page is finally live, so please stop by and add us to your wish list.
Pretty please? So it all started way back a couple of months ago when we were trying to figure out what sort of game we were going to make. You know, you can't pick a character if you don't even know what genre. We were tossing around a couple, and we figured, we just didn't have the skill set to do a massive multiplayer game or a really complex puzzle game, or we just really didn't know how to, pull off a stealth game. So we ended up deciding on a really sweet adventure, explorer sort of tale.
And then we started thinking about our protagonist. Should it be a human or an animal or an object? And because previously we worked on this short animated film called Pop, where we had human character interacting with a bunch of balloons, we learned that working with humans is very complex.
Very complex.
There's so much going on there. It's complex rigging, the animation range, the facial expressions, the clothing simulation. It all just adds up and becomes very complex very fast, and it would take a while, and that was just not the pace we wanted to be moving at.
Yeah, and on reflection, I think we had far more success delivering the emotional beats in the story, actually just telling it from, an object's point of view. And instead of relying on these really complex human emotions and relying on the animation to do that job, we instead focused on the directing. What could we do with clever, lighting, with sound, with camera angles to get that emotion and get that heart beating. And I think we had some really beautiful results.
So, with the humans being ruled out, our decision was between animals and object, and we didn't really want to get stuck in this rabbit hole of coding and rigging and animating a bottle of a soft drink or something random like that. We started researching on Unity Asset Store to see what models were available for us.
Yeah, and we love playing creatures, we love playing animals. My very first memory of a game was running around playing Spyro and being a dragon. It's so cool. And then as I grow up, I have these really strong, vivid connections with being the fox on Never Alone and running around the Arctic, or playing the first tree and just kind of, moving through that stunning forest. It's really freeing to play this animal or creature. And so we had to pick one. And I love cats so much, it was an easy decision for me. And we also had this kind of story idea floating around, so it felt like a really good fit, a natural fit at the time.
Yeah, and because cats, they're also quite mechanically limited compared to humans, because they can't talk, they can't carry heavy objects, they can't open the doors, or maybe sometimes, but usually not. And because they're so limited in amount of things they can do, it helped us to contain the mechanics, and it helped us to set the rules of the world quite efficiently.
And then from a storytelling point of view, seeing the world through the eyes of a cat gives, a really fun and new perspective. We still explore this inherently universal human truth, but we can break down some of those walls and give the audience, they can loosen up a bit, they can have fun, and they give the audience permission to feel differently and connect with these characters. So we ended up developing Dawn. She's our sweet, pampered, spoilt indoor cat. We follow her journey from the animal shelter when she's really little. We bring her into the home where we love, we care for her, we watch her grow up. And then when the Copycat comes onto the scene, we watch her struggle as she has to, go outside, learn to be outside, learn to lose that identity of being this house pet that she's hung on to for so long. And we ultimately see her slow progression as she goes feral.
And just when we thought we had our character design locked, we saw this comment under one of our Reddit posts, and a person said that they would love to see their cat Sinatra running around again. And it was so touching, and it made us think and made us understand that for so many people it would mean so much to be able to play their own cat. So we went back and we created a way to customize your cat. It's nothing fancy, nothing too crazy, it's not cyberpunk, but there is basic customization to select the color of your cat, and hopefully,
You know, it gives it a lot of heart.
and we hope you guys like this little addition. We hope it resonates with you, and we'll see you in the next video.
We'll catch you next time.
Bye.